It shapes your personality.
I've been playing since about the 3rd grade.
Knowing that as a team you play together, work with people.
Together as a
I play
team.
basketball and baseball. It's a great game.
It's a physical sport.
Speed of the game.
We really worked hard.
Finally pays off.
I'm staying in shape training for this.
Teammates.
It builds your self-esteem.
Mental game.
It's pretty much our goal to win state this year.
With a positive attitude, we could really make it to playoffs.
Welcome to this week's episode of Prep Zone. We're taking you north of Portland to Scappoose High. We'll show you how this small town supports its highly successful football team. Then, we'll take a look at another great team in Duffer, where 8-man football is played. Finally, we'll visit with students who have taken up the sport of crew. We'll also show you the highlights of the big rivalry game between Lake Oswego and Lake Ridge High. You're in the Prep Zone. Welcome to Prep Zone. We're at Scappoose High School just north of Portland. And this is Sean.
And this is Heather, and today we're going to find out why the small community of Scappoose is such a big force when it comes to 3A Oregon State football.
And how this town rallies around its high school sports.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Even though Scappoose is 20 miles north of Portland, it has its own small town feel. The envy of surrounding towns, Scappoose is known for its community support of high school athletics.
That's what makes it a community. People getting in and supporting each other and wanting to see, our youth be successful.
JJ's Market on Main Street not only supports the basketball team in spirit, but also motivates the team with money. We're here at JJ's Marketplace in Scappoose in the produce department, and I'm here with Jamie. And Jamie, JJ's Market has made a huge impact on Scappoose High School's athletic department. Can you tell me a little bit about what exactly you guys do?
Well, we do several different things. First of all, we donate $1 for every point the boys and girls basketball teams score at home. Last year that was $1,337. And for our football program, we do a tailgate party before the first home game that we had the staff at the store go over and we cook all the food up for them, we clean up after them, and everybody has a really good time with that.
Even with only 679 students, the school's sports programs are often filled to capacity.
I think if you look at our student body, you'll find that most all of our kids are involved in something, and sometimes more than one thing. We find that kids that are involved in activities and athletics actually do better in the classroom. Some of our 3-sport athletes are also our top scholars in our school.
With all this student involvement, games are usually packed with parents, relatives, and friends, often overfilling the stadium's capacity. This support from the community does great things for the success of all the sports teams.
Well, I think they know the community is behind them, and I think that's important. It shows them that the community cares. We focus on playing hard and doing the right things, and the winning's going to take care of itself.
In fact, the school's football team holds a high win record, often beating their opposition by more than 20 points per game.
I'm here today with Larry Engstrom of Larry's 76 station here in Scappoose, Oregon. And we're talking today about how the community supports the football team and the high school, and you guys support them. Why do you do that?
Well, it's been that way for, seems like forever and ever. The town gets involved in it. It helps to have a winning program, which has been going on for several years, but they've always been sports, guided by sports in this community. We sell a lot of hats and shirts and stuff out of the station. It's unbelievable how much stuff we sell.
When you say you're selling hats and shirts, is that fundraising for them?
Yes, for the football program, because they're very underfunded like most of them are.
Right.
We have hats and shirts and sweatshirts, and they buy anything.
You heard it here first. Get your Scappoose hats and shirts and sweatshirts at Larry's 76. This week's game featured the big rivalry between Lake Oswego and Lake Ridge High.
Well, it doesn't get much better than Lake Oswego and Lake Ridge. Friday night at Lake Oswego Stadium, 29-14 in favor of the Lakers. But this is a game where they had to play from behind for the first time this season.
Yes, they did. And I'm really impressed with them putting in this situation for them to respond, make the plays they needed to in order to win the game.
And Lake Ridge may be the best 3-loss team in the state of Oregon, but they also may not make the playoffs now.
That would really be sad because they really deserve to be in the playoffs, Bob.
Kyle Davis to the left. Stoops wants to throw, and he wants it all now with McNamara. He's got him. Touchdown, Lake Oswego. They're sitting pretty. They can throw on destiny, and there is Moore. He's an open field on his horse. High hole silver away. No flag. 86 yards. So Mark Moore goes for 170-plus yards and 3 touchdowns, and Lake Oswego defeats Lake Ridge in the Battle of the Lake, 29-14. With Jerry Pettibone, I'm Bob Akamian. Now stay tuned for more Prep Zone on ASCN.
Don't miss this Friday's game between Churchill and Sheldon, live right here on ASCN at 7:30.
Stick around. Prep Zone will be back after these messages. Welcome back. You're in the Prep Zone.
I'm here today with Kevin Frymuth, right?
Right.
As student body president at Scappoose High School, home of the Indians, by the way. And we're just talking about this community and how it gets behind its sports and all that. I mean, why is this community so successful with football, do you think?
To tell you the truth, the football team used to be really bad. But this community, they found sports. There's nothing really to do in Scappoose. So the sports have been really important to the community. And so on average in the football games at night, we have close to about 1,000 people come to our games, and the football players get treated really nicely around the community. And I think it's just because it started out as there's nothing else to do, but I think what it's come to is football is just part of the community now. The community does things like tailgate party. They go back here in the field and lots of pop and hot dogs and hamburgers, and the community gets together and roots on the football team. And what they used to do was they have the homecoming bonfires, and stuff like that. And they support them a lot. I mean, they have signs all over the town, those signs you put letters up in there. Go Indians, home of the state champions, we're behind you all the way. Everyone, either their friends' kids are on the football team or their nephews are on the football team. And then they invite their friends, and then eventually everyone's coming to the games.
That's cool. Oh, this is Kevin, right?
Kevin Frymuth.
Frymuth, everybody, and we'll see you in a little bit.
Okay, we're starting a new segment here in Prep Zone, and it's called the Question of the Week. All right, you ready for this one?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the difference between 8-man and 11-man football?
8-man and 11-man football.
Right.
3, right?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
We'll find out what the real answer is, hopefully. We'll ask the students around here, and we'll see what they can come up with.
Let's go.
Difference between 8 and 11-man football, I have no clue.
I have no clue.
I have no idea.
I'm not too sure.
I don't know, I'm not in football.
Essentially, less people.
8-man, I think
There's less linemen on the line.
Okay.
And there's one less receiver.
That's right. In 8-man football, the players are limited to 5 men on the line of scrimmage and 3 in the backfield. In 11-man football, which 60% of Oregon schools play, there are 7 men on the line of scrimmage and 4 in the backfield. Only 1A schools play 8-man football, and that's because the size of their high school is 115 students or less. We recently traveled east of the Cascades to Dufur, Oregon. They're big on 8-man football, where 15% of the student body makes up the team. They're considered one of the top teams in the state. It's common in Oregon's small towns for the whole community to participate in high school football. Dufur is no exception. One of the traditions during homecoming week is to hold a parade through Main Street. This gives the opportunity for everyone to feel a part of the festivities. The game is more than just a 2-hour event. The townfolk make it an all-out community event with a hot dog and hamburger feed. Once fed, it's It's down to business as the Dufur team works to defend its season's unbeaten record.
I'm Brandon Beecham. I'm a senior at Dufur High School. In 11-man football, the field's not as spread out, and it's a little bit harder to run the ball and everything because there's more people on the field. In 8-man, you got more room to do that stuff.
There's fewer guys on the field. You do a little more running, and you usually end up playing more than one position, offense and defense.
I'm Josh Lane. I'm a senior at Dufur High School, and I play offensive end and kicker. The field is a lot bigger because you got less people to, to stop them, and you can't really, if you break through in the middle with the running game and everything, then, it's hard to stop them. You got to make sure you have lots of speed. The community is always there to back you up, If you mess up or if you don't catch your pass, then there'll be, oh, it's all right, you'll get them next time. They always comfort you, and they're always there they're at every single game, and it's just great.
My name's Albert Olson. I'm a senior in high school, 17 years old. I'm offensive guard and defensive end. When you're on the sideline, everybody always comes up and talks to you. And before and after a game, everybody knows, comes up and tells you, good job. And it's just, the community is the big part of it.
My name is Ray Thomas. I'm a senior at Dufur High School. I play defensive tackle and center. It takes a lot of practice and a lot of teamwork, and knowing setting a goal and improving every day.
When we come back, we'll take a look at the unique sport of crew. I noticed something earlier, and so I'm going to ask you, how come the cheerleaders don't ride down with the football team anymore?
Well, I think a while back, little problems might have been caused, so they decided we should get down on our own.
Can you be more specific?
No, not really.
If you want to see beautiful scenery on land, take up the sport of cross country. If you want to see it on water, take up the sport of crew. Although it is not an official school sport, crew is drawing big crowds from students throughout Oregon. Every weekday afternoon, students show up at the Oregon Rowing Unlimited near Oaks Park on the Willamette. The more advanced students break up into smaller groups of 5 or 6 and hit the water. The beginners start their day on the training barge.
I like it. It's fun. Hard work, but it's fun.
I wanted to try something different, and some friends of mine had done this and they really liked it.
I think it's a lot of hard work, but I like being out on the water.
My brother rowed here for about 4 years, and I don't know, I've just been growing up around rowing, so decided to try it out.
Most experienced rowers go out in teams of 5 or 6 member crews. Though if you're really good, you get your own boat.
It's physically really challenging because you're using all your muscles and you just got to use them at different times. And there's the whole learning the sport about 1,000 different things to do at once.
I think it's really hard physically, and yeah, it's hard technically too, because you have to fall in with everybody else or else the boat doesn't move very far.
Body positioning, catch timing, like leaning forward, pulling right as everybody else, getting your blade in at the same time.
It's really different than anything else that I've done before, because there are so many other people that you have to be in time with, and it's really not an individual sport at all. And I like that, but like I said, it's really different, and it's pretty intense, but it's a lot of fun.
Not every position on crew requires rowing skills. The coxswain, or leader of the boat, sits in the back and calls out commands to help keep the rowers stay in sync.
I think pretty much anyone who's willing to work hard would enjoy this sport and do well at it. I don't think it's for anyone, because there is a lot of discipline involved, and it is pretty intense. But anyone who, you know, enjoys the water and wants to try hard would probably like crew.
But you just work towards a goal as hard as you can, and that's it.
As the sun sets on the Willamette, the teams make their way in.
Hey everybody, this is Julian, and we've given him the assignment to do our video diary for this week. They're going on the road to Seaside, and we're gonna see what life is like in the school bus. Tell them a little bit about yourself.
Life on the school bus. First we get on the bus, get a little relaxed, have a little fun, and then we get prepared mentally for the game. Ready for a W, big W.
And you're gonna get it all on video.
All on tape. I'm gonna record everything.
So
Everything
what?
you need.
So check out this video diary. We'll be back.
Scappoose rules.
I did. Hey, John. Oh, never mind. We didn't have any homework. Nope, no, where? No. Where you going, V-Zan? And start. Toe step on. I play with my toe step on. Go, boys! Let's go, bro! Champions on three. 1, 2, 3, champions! Go get a room. Go! Yeah, you're on. What outfit is it?
When we come back, we'll talk to the quarterback for the Scappoose Indians. Now it's your turn to talk in the chat room.
You have a lot of community support. You have a lot of controversy going around in schools because everybody knows you. But you also have a lot of friends, you know, everything that's going on. And it's a lot of fun, even though it's a small town.
It's pretty nice to live in a small town because you can walk pretty much anywhere. You don't have to get in a car and drive places, and you know everybody. And there's lots of pizza.
I've
been in this town my whole life, and I grew up here, and it's just a great town because you know everyone, and you grow up together in the same school, and you get to go through school together, and it's just you feel welcome when you're here.
Just a lot of interesting people here, and oh, I can't.
I'm here with Ken Wagner, or Kenny as the girls call you. I overheard one of the girls call you Kenny. Yeah. Now you're the quarterback for the Scappoose Indians. Now the whole story is basically the massive support that this community has given this football team. I mean, as a whole, I mean, what do you think about it?
I don't know, it's pretty cool. Everybody comes out here on Friday nights. Have pretty much the whole stands are full of people, and people standing around on the not even enough seats for them.
Now, is it true that the community kind of treats you guys like royalty around here?
Everybody knows everybody, and we're all real good friends and like a giant family.
I'm here at Scappoose High in the middle of the workout facility, and luckily we got here first period, so it doesn't smell too bad. And I'm here with Elliot, who's the running back for the Indians. Now, Elliot, tell me a little bit about, as a running back, your main focus on your body part, and then if you could demonstrate a little bit to me.
As a running back, I kind of like to focus on squats and doing other leg lifts, but squats is probably the main leg lift you could possibly do. So I try to focus on that because it strengthens your whole body, not just your legs. Keep your legs shoulder width apart, point your toes. Let's go down.
And smile. Excellent. All right, thanks, Elliot. Yep.
That's it for Prep Zone this week. Thanks for watching.
Our thanks to Scappoose High School, and good luck this year, you guys. And Doofer, good luck to you as well.
I think the track team's practicing, and we gotta go get on the track, so we'll see you next time.
Join us next week as we travel to Newburgh High, here on the Prep Zone.
You heard it here first. Get your Scappoose hats and shirts and sweatshirts at Larry 76.
We'll see you in a little bit.